welcome friends, followers and transients to another episode of Empires of the Undergrowth with me Vapor, and we're going to jump straight into Queen of the Hill 2.2. I believe there was an update since the last time we played, changed a few things, but I don't think they added anything. It's more bug fixes and stuff like that.
A number of small Formica, Rufa and Fusca colonies have established themselves on this beach. Those nearest to the water's edge have enjoyed the first pick of the washed-up seafood for the past few days. However, as the sun and moon near alignment and the first spring tide of the month approaches, high tide draws nearer to these intrepid ants. Seemingly aware of their circumstances, these colonies are preparing to relocate to higher ground. There is only one way up the bank, and the route is currently occupied by a small Rufa colony. These defenders will have to hold their ground against the oncoming siege. It will be 3 days before the high tide washes away the competition. If the colony survives, it will inherit the beach, but this won't be an easy fight.
So the colony they're referring to is our colony. We are the one on the top of the hill, the Queen of the Hill. So everybody else is going to want our space, so we will get attacked by them eventually. I think I'm going to start this level. We've got to be kind of quick at the same time, but I think we're going to start with just normal worker ants, just to start get the food flowing, because there's food down here, but it is defended. In general, so we are kind of forced to the surface, but just for the sake of them being quite cheap, 20, so I can get 3 of those ants for the price of any others, and this will help with the gathering of food. Let's get that dug out as well. This is one of the changes. Before it had a little circle with a surface written on it, but now you have to tunnel out, and we'll make you number 1. There we go. He's going to speak, so I'll be quiet. Famous last words. He's not said a thing.
Although the nests nearer the water have better access to the food washed up by the sea, this Rufa colony need not starve. The plant life growing nearby is home to herds of grey aphids. As they feed on plant sap, these tiny insects excrete droplets of honeydew, which the wood ants find irresistible. They need only protect the aphids from danger to receive a constant supply of sugary liquid. Doing so is not always simple, however. Hungry ladybird beetles know exactly where the aphids like to graze. They can strip an unguarded stem bare in a mere matter of minutes. The ants will need to keep a close watch over their flock.
And this is actually based on fact. Ants actually do farm aphids. It's weird to think of an insect being a farmer, but they actually do that. Now, the ladybirds are not a huge problem. They will eat these aphids, as you can see, but they'll take one at a time. Now, I'm not sure if they completely will clear these out. I've seen them whittle them down a little bit, but I think they respawn over a period of time. The best bet is really to have an army there to take them down, or at least deter them. Initially, though, we're just going to get some general food carrying ants, and then we will switch to making soldiers, and we're going to need soldiers pretty quickly. I could probably do with 2 groups of these, but yeah, we won't focus on that straight away. I think how I did this on easy is I just went with normal fighting ants. I think I went with the tanky sort of ants first, or a couple of each, I can't quite remember, but medium is going to be a bit more of a challenge. So I'm going to go for the cheaper ants to gather the food, while I then start kind of working on making soldiers. The issue is we are going to get attacked by the other colonies. In fact, let's just drop those in a second. So we have a colony of black ants here, and these are fairly dangerous. And then we got the wood ants, which are same as us, which are also dangerous, but they've got plenty of food, as you can see. The water will rise, and yeah, that's probably when they're going to attack us. We have no food up here other than the aphids and the ladybirds once we can kill them. We can go for that stuff, which is great, but it's a bit of a trek, and you're going to walk past their nest and get attacked. So it's too much of an effort as opposed to a risk, and I don't think we can go down and attack their queens. That doesn't seem to be a thing. I don't know if these are going to be strong enough to deter the ladybirds at this stage, but That is something that will happen. Okay, let's just drop a couple more in here. That's probably enough for now. And while that wonderful stuff is going on, let's think of a good spot. I don't know what these are. I can't remember, and they're probably something a little bit more difficult than what I remember anyway. Don't want to get too close. I'm hoping that that isn't too close. In fact, let's cancel that one and that one and that one for a minute, so I don't want to tunnel into there and give myself undue stress. I think we'll go with some of the tank sort of ants first. Just because if the black ants choose to attack, these will sustain a bit more of a beating than the other ants. And we've obviously got these nice little troopers here currently gathering food for us, so hopefully they will do a nice job. In fact, I will leave these up here and I will tell them not to gather food, and hopefully they will stop the ladybirds causing us some grief. We do need to do the same on the opposite side, but for the moment this should work quite nicely. I don't know if these are going to be strong enough to actually take out the ladybirds, but oh, didn't want. No, cancel.
A party of Formica fusca black ants are heading inland.
Okay, you guys come over here.
The colony must defend their territory.
And number one as well, just for the extra teeth, I suppose. Now hopefully, yeah, there we go. The soldiery kind of tanky ants go in first, and the other ants are just going to come in around the outside and pick them off. We're probably going to lose a few people here. Yeah, we lost one or two there for a second. These are strong. As you can see, look at that, how many we've got surrounding it. And you'll know from our last Formicarium challenge as well, when we had our black ants up against other ants, they were formidable. I mean, look, this one is surrounded. Wow, that's impressive. This also means that the other wood ant colony will probably attack me at some point soon as well. Right, let's start tunneling this way, and we will get our shooting wood ants in situ. Feels like a slightly disjointed hex, but doesn't matter. That's fine. I'm guessing these are going to be the Devil's Coachmen, but the big ones probably.
The Roofer colony on the low ground
Here we go.
sending troops to clear a path for their queen. The high ground colony must keep them at bay.
Oh, these guys are. See, that's what they've done. They've got their tank ones up the front, and their shooting ones up the back. And it's a good distraction that way, because look at the grief they're going to cause. We'll probably wipe these out. These are not as strong, especially once their tank ants are dead. There we go. Come on, guys, you can do it. Right, while you're playing around with that, let's drain some of that food.
Must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support.
Good job, guys. So number 2. It's hard to say where to put them because the ladybirds come from different directions. But hopefully these guys are going to get quite a bit of food from here now. Here we go. So with any luck, there they go. The ladybird might actually get away with an aphid before they scare it off. Oh, nighttime is coming, which is never a good thing in itself. Oh, it flew away, it didn't get anything. Cool. We will chuck you guys with them.
Colonies have relented their siege for now. Night approaches, and with it, it brings a host of nocturnal predators out onto the beach.
Wonderful.
The high-ground ants could go underground to wait out the night, but they would have to leave their precious aphids unguarded. It is a difficult choice for this colony. Face the peril out in the open, or hide away and risk losing their only reliable source of food.
See, that's what it says, risk losing it. So I'm wondering if it can be completely stripped bare. Oh, look. Although this is a food source anyway. None of these are going to gather food. That's cool. What else have we got happening here? We've got a ladybird spawning from the ground. Some Devil's Coachmen. Yeah, so I'm kind of concerned that this is going to get completely savaged and there'll be nothing left. Come on, guys, take out these. This is why we're going to need more than one group, assuming that this source of food doesn't get wiped out. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, that's not coming at our base. That's fine. I thought it was. I was about to panic. Look at a swarm of ladybirds. I think you call them ladybugs in America. Oh my goodness. But they are not eating these. But the ladybirds are certainly coming in numbers. I've never seen a ladybird at night though. I find that quite interesting. Let's see if we can at least defend this side. And these will give us food if we get to the point of killing them. But it seems at this stage we're just deterring them. And these aphids don't seem to be actually spitting out any food that I can see. Maybe they don't at night. Oh, this is a risk. Okay, let's go over here. What was that? Something big. Wonderful. Because we need food. That's my only concern. We can't spawn anything back. Oh, here we go. So this one will go down pretty quick, I would have thought. The big one, however, could provide us a bit of a fight. And there's another one on the other side, so we just got to bear that in mind. Got it. Awesome. You guys grab us some food. Because we're not gonna, oh yeah, they're literally stripping this place bare. Put number one here a second. What's coming that way? Ladybirds. Let's grab what we can. I'm a little bit concerned about... Jeez, that thing is evil looking. I've never seen one of those. I don't even know if they're in this country. They're horrible looking things. Okay. Right, 1 and 2, come here. Take off the food gathering for number 1 a second. Well, let's go and take these out. We've got a little bit of food coming in. So it means we can add to our ranks, which is what we want. And we'll leave that because we might need the extra to spawn more enemies. Right, let's take this bad boy out. What have they got going on up here? Oh, spiders and crabs. No wonder they're staying inside. I think I would do exactly the same thing. Yeah, these aphids are not spawning anything else. This area is getting stripped pretty badly. The thing is, we can go down and kill the spiders and stuff as well. Okay, number 1, you can now grab some food for us. Thank you. Number 2, come over here a little bit. Let's take care.
Starving. There's not enough food to feed.
Oh, there's some food coming. Don't panic. Once we start killing ladybirds, there's a source of food there as well. Yeah, these aphids don't seem to be giving any food off. This one, I feel like we might actually lose this side, if that is at all possible. They're always kind of like on edge sort of gameplay, it feels like. The music is always really dramatic and it gets you going. Yeah, we're not quite good enough to wipe these ladybirds out yet, but it will happen. But we've got to expand our fighting force. I think the next thing we'll do, once morning hits, we will take out some of the food stores inside. I'm concerned about this area. I really am. We could do it with a second army, really. I don't think we're going to get any more devils. Horseman? Coachman? Coachman, I think it was, wasn't it? So let's send the tank ants over this side. And at least try and protect some of them. If at all possible. Oh, that ant's probably going to die on its own. It's going to bite the dust. Okay, we've got some more ladybirds. Number 2, you can go there. I don't know how strong these ants actually are from a fighting point of view. I don't know if they've got enough firepower to Is it Alt? Alt showed you their health. There you go. Yeah, I don't think they quite have. So this one's almost bit the dust. It's a good tip, that, by it. And look, we got... Yeah, they're all level 1.
And the battle for the high ground will soon continue. The high ground colony defended their aphid flocks well, succeeding in securing vital food supplies to see them through the oncoming onslaught.
There we go, number 1, come over here. Because you guys can be like a bit of an extra support also. There's some food for you to gather. Here they all come. Boom. Yum, 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 yum. Are they going to grab those? They are. Cool. And you can come back over here. It's a nice sun. Look at the sun. It's definitely the morning. These ants tend to attack any crabs and stuff that are left behind as well. We got 151, so let's do 2 more of those. Let's come down here with number 1. And number 2 for a minute.
The Fusca colony is sending a wave of warriors to clear a path for their queen.
Okay. I'm in desperate need of food. This area is taking a beating. This one's not so bad. Let's wipe these out. I was about to go and clear one of the places down below for some extra food, but unfortunately... That means the other ants are probably going to attack me soon as well. I put you here, and let's see if we can do this quickly enough. Number 2, number 1. Let's wait for them to get a little bit closer before we decide to start digging. Go, a few more of those. I have a bad feeling about this. Hopefully, oh, it is as well. I knew it would be. Horrible things. Turn the food gathering off because they're going to do it. We should be able to take it out pretty quick. There's a lot of us here. And the worker ants are going to take the beating. There we go. You grab that. Number 2. Oh, here they come.
The roofer colony are sending another assault. They are desperate to reach higher ground.
Actually, it's probably best if we try and do this underground. Everyone here. Because we're not going to make it outside in time. Well, a few of them are outside. Okay. Once they're... I don't know if they'll attack me again. I think they only assault you once. Number 3, you can go back over here. We'll send number 1 over here as well, I think. How are we getting them down here? Number 2, you guys... Yeah, you can collect this food for me, please. I know that's not what they're primarily for, but I need to think about this food as well. Oh, there's so much going on. Feel comfortable if we just get another couple of...
This colony must remain small for now.
That one there, and then we'll start working on another group of ants. Okay.
More black ants are emerging from the Fusca nest.
Make sure everybody's not gathering food. That is a lot. That is a lot. Oh my goodness. They're really game for it. Oh my goodness. They're really trying it on. It's interesting though, because this is still... Oh, some of it is underwater now, I see. So that stayed underwater, so they're struggling for food a little bit. Wait a minute, there's some fish around still. Right, we wipe them out. That probably means though... I'm going to venture a guess, let's send number 1 down now actually, that they are probably going to attack me from the other side as well. So who have we got here? 2 and 3. We need these ones to survive majorly. We'll make them number 2 completely. Number 3 we will remove. Oh, here they come.
More soldiers are emerging from the roofer nest.
Oh, they're going to go inside. My God.
The battle has begun.
Non-stop. I'm hoping I can start building my... are they all dead? Oh no. Some have gone in. Hard to tell who's who. They all look the same. That's the only problem. Come on, guys. Wipe them out. That's got to be everyone, right? Surely. Number 2, back over here. Have you cleared all that out? No. But what we'll do is, we'll make this a little bit easier. We'll send number 1 over here. You can start harvesting that. And what we can do is, we can drag these guys for a second. Make them do that. And we can start tunneling this way as well. Don't know what's in here, but we're going to have to face it, I think. I think this can be...
Night falls, and a temporary truce emerges between the warring colonies. Once
Indeed.
again, the high ground wood ants must make a choice. Do they defend the aphids, or will they hide, resting their forces until the morning?
Yeah, questions. Ugh. Questions I don't have the answers to. Okay, so once they've grabbed all of the food from here, that is all of it, isn't it? We can do the same over the other side. We got to be careful though. If you guys come over here, grab the food that's there as well, because we're going to need it. These guys are not gathering food. Why? Because they're not allowed to. There we go. So once they've grabbed the last bits there, we will... There we go. Yeah, I was kind of worried that would happen. Oh, but they took it out. Impressive. Quite surprised by that. Are they... No, they're digging this out now. What food have we got? We got a little bit. Okay. Awesome. So you can go back in here, actually. And once you've done that, you can go to number 3. Number 3 can come over here.
There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Oh my goodness. Okay. If I must. If you must cause me such grief. What else have we got coming on over here? Nothing major. That's major, isn't it? It is. Yes. We'll wipe these out. There we go. Eat that. Perfect. This guy is next. I'd like to work on the upgrades as well. That's probably going to be one of the next things that I do once we've got our next batch of soldiers working for us. Job done. We go over there and protect that. And number 3 is not quite here yet. There we go. Wow. The pressure. Oh, we got no food. Ooh. Where's number 1? Oh man, we can't be dealing with this. This is too much stress. Number 3. Oh, we've probably not actually given birth to number 3 yet. That's probably the problem. Is number 1 not gathering food? They are. Cool. Let's come over here a second. Actually, number 1, you deal with this. Number 2, give some of these guys a bit of a beating. There we go. What's number 1 doing? Are they harvesting? Maybe you haven't got any number 1s left. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Okay. I think that's what the problem is. Number 1, you are them. Oh no, they're all dead. Oof. That was a bad move on my part. Okay. There we go. There's all manner of things going over. I think we're just going to have to focus on the food side of things.
The ants will fight to the death.
There we go. They all dead? They are. Number 3, you come over here. Number 1, number 2. As long as we're getting the food. Jeez. Look at it, like protein, isn't it? I think we're going to lose most of our aphids here. This is a lot tougher than it was the last time I played it. Okay, that's done for. Number 3, you can go there. No collecting food though. And while we're at it, we will add a few more friends for you guys. There we go. Number 1, you can go here. Right, so number 2 is just going to be a little bit of a defense slash runabout kind of group. Oh, they've almost cleared all the aphids out on this side. Wow. This is not going well at all. Well, this side's looking a little bit more plentiful, but... Oh, we got these gathering food. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Yeah, these guys don't stand a chance now. Okay, cool. Can somebody dig this one out for me, please? That would be fantastic. You got any food coming in? Before I click again? Actually, I can't because these cost 60. Guessing not. Oh no, there comes some food. Thing is, if we can kill the ladybirds, that will be some food for us. Yeah, they're not getting close now. Thank goodness for that. Oh, the water! See how high the water is now. These guys are going to start giving us even more of a harder time. As soon as the dawn breaks. Anyway, there we go. Number 3. I think number 3. You come down here a second.
The battle for the high ground will soon continue. The high
You
ground
guys continue.
defended their aphid flocks well.
For all these ants down here.
Vital food supplies to see
Oh, that's a massive crab. So number 1 is there on their own. Okay, that's cool. Number 2 is here. Sorry, number 3 is down here. I'm hoping these are not the big ones. No, they're not. Cool. We will take that. If we switch you to grab food as well, this will give us a nice boost. These cost 60 each down there.
There is not enough
I know it is. Don't panic. Don't panic. We got food coming in. As soon as they drop it where it needs to be. There we go. That's the final one of that little group.
Ants are emerging from the fuska nest.
Let's bring everybody over here. Oh, it's non-stop action. Still got a little bit of food there. Okay. We will kind of tunnel that way ready and hope that it doesn't tunnel into anything like trouble. Okay, they're done for. Okay, number 1 back over here. Actually, number 2 here. Number 3, we're still using you, aren't we? Grab that bit of food. Which means we're not protecting these aphids at the moment, unfortunately. This feels like a very slow trickle of food. That's the only problem. These ants are super slow. Actually, let's do it this way. If we send number 1 down here a second, you guys come and collect this food, because that's all you're doing, and it'll give the aphids a chance to respawn. Because otherwise,
soldiers are emerging from the roofer nest.
Oh no. Okay, we'll leave all you there. Number 2. It's keeping me busy. These ants are super fast. There we go. Are we taking him out? We have. Let's take number 3 up here. Number 1, I'm hoping we'll start to clear out all the food. Yeah, there we go. Just quickly, how are we doing with the upgrades on these? Not too bad. Let's upgrade it a tiny bit more. Still a little bit more food there. Okay, we've wiped them out. Number 2 over here. Number 3 over here. You're not getting food anymore. Awesome. Next step is to build some soldier ants, I think. Number 1, you've done that. That's all cleared out. Cool. So number 1, you can come over this side for a little bit. And you are gathering food, so you're not and you're not, so we need some soldiers. Where are we going to build those? Where's a good spot?
Both lower ground colonies are now sending out armies at the same time.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Let's try and get everyone here. And this is what I'm on about, having separate groups, because it gets a little bit intense. And they're kind of catching me off guard. Okay, we've taken out one side by the looks of it. We've done them both. Awesome. So 1, 2 back here. Number 3 over here. There's a few of them left. There we go. But this is the importance of having the all the extra groups. How many soldiers are we going to have? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll do nicely. And then maybe one small group of worker ants, potentially, while I get comfortable. This is getting super look at them. Oh my, they're coming for me again, aren't they? They gotta be.
Ants and wood ants are heading from their nests to the high ground.
This is where trying to get the food becomes a problem, because you just don't have the time. It's just they're going to constantly be, and they're ploughing at me. I don't even know if I'm going to make it. That's the worrying thing. Soldier ants. So work. 4, 5, 6, 7. Right,
this colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support great numbers.
It certainly is. Okay, number 3.
There's not enough food.
Grab food. Number 1. You here, number 2 here. Whew. I don't really want number 3 to gather food, but we need an influx of food as soon as possible. So that's why number 3 are going to do that. You guys can go in there. Because when they're gathering food, they're not dropping. So they're kind of out of the battle. They don't drop the food as soon as an attack happens. So it's just something to bear in mind. Survival days. Oh, it's nighttime again.
Night falls, and
right, you guys can stop collecting food again.
Once again, the high ground wood ants must make a choice.
This is kind of like a respite.
Will they defend the aphids, or will they hide, resting their forces until the morning?
Yeah, right. Ain't got no time to hide. Let's dig out this area here and have a small group. These ones are not been done yet, have they? No. And these guys can come and gather some food for me as well. Not enough food, really? We will have soon, hopefully. So number 1 should still be gathering. They're not. There we go. Number 2, they're taking care of business there. Perfect. We really need to consider upgrades. Oh my goodness, look at this. Once this group, you're going over here. So you're going to be number 4. You can start picking up all of this spoils of war, let's say. How have I got 19 in that group? What group are you? Oh, you're that one. Okay. I think maybe one more as soon as it gives me the food. Food? Anybody? Food? Please? How much does it take? Is it 10? Or 20? 20. Okay. Oh my goodness. We've taken out one of the massive ones there. We've got a snail we've taken out. My numbers are probably dwindling here as well. Alt. Oh, this is bad. There's a snail here as well. Let's send number 3 over and number 4. Number 4, don't gather food. Not having food right now is not a good thing. Wow. That was an impressive attack. We desperately need food here though. Number 4, you can grab the food. If it's all possible. So we need some ants respawning basically. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I'm aware of that. It's because our attacks are being spread out as well. I think number 2 is pretty much wiped out. Right, okay. Oh no, not another big one. Jeez. This is intense. And we got it going on over the other side as well. Look at that. There's plenty of food there. If they decide to walk into my colony right now, I'm in deep trouble. I'm hoping all the food that's being taken back is respawning my army. I think it is. Holy moly. This is just bonkers. Right, number 1. Is number 1 taking food? Yes, they are. Oh, look, you see them respawning. That's cool. I think we've lost at this side, aphid wise. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. That is just mayhem. They've got it easy down there in comparison. Oh, we got lots of food coming in now. Some more big ones. Oh my god. Wow.
This colony must remain small for now.
Mm-hmm.
Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
You ain't joking. Right, you come over here. And you. I think we're going to go and deal with the other side in a second. Grab some of this remaining food first. Because these, although they're enemies, they are also food. It's the one thing to consider. Here we go. Tons of stuff. Although, can we upgrade? Probably need more food tiles in all fairness. Can we? We can just drop a couple more in here. How are we getting on? Right, okay. Let's bring number 2, 3, and 4. Actually, let's leave 4 here for a moment. Just bring 2 and 3. Hold your breath, guys. Don't attack the ladybugs, they're not going to hurt you. Oh, I think we're going to wipe these. Look at the health dropping. Ooh, awesome. Food. We upgrade just a couple of these because we've got a lot of food coming our way right now, and we're going to need it. 2 and 3. Oh, it's coming to dawn, so they're starting to all retreat. Oh wow. Okay, if you guys can gather some of this food up for us, that would be super awesome. Oh, they're coming to attack us. Oh my goodness. Already? Taking advantage. Check them out. Literally straight away. You didn't even warn me they were coming. The black ants are getting ready as well. Oh, they're already here. Bring number 2 across here. Number 3. Number 4, bring you across. Number 3, stop gathering food.
A large black ant force has been sent from the Fuska nest.
No joke, right? Thanks for the late warning, not. Okay, I thought you guys would have already have been all over that. There we go. I think these are a little bit stronger than normal as well. I think we've got them. Maybe. Oh, they're just continuously driving at us. Okay. We got number 1 and number 2. Number 3 and number 4. Right, okay. So that's all working. So what I'm going to do is upgrade you guys. And your tank
More wood
ones
ants
as
are
well.
heading toward the high ground colony.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Number 3. Is that who we were upgrading? No, but we're going to have to. Where's your tanks? You're over here. This is getting immense. Oh look, some of them have got past. I guess number 2 needs to go more kind of here. And number 3 needs to be more kind of like... Are they going inside? Oh man. Jeez. This is just a constant onslaught. This is something special. This is number 2, and number 3. And we're not apparently getting any food. Eek. This is pretty gruesome.
Both lower ground colonies are now sending out armies at the same time.
Yeah, I've noticed. I don't feel like I have the numbers though. Where is half of my ants? Well, it's number 2. There should be a fair amount of ants here. Some of them have gone inside. Are they not spawning? Okay, let's just do this the other way. Let's just drop everyone here. Seems like the aphids are the least of my worries right now. In fact, let's bring everybody inside.
The queen is in imminent danger.
Oh, they're attacking my queen. I literally got no ants. I have food though, so what's going on? Where are my ants? They've killed her.
It seems that holding the high ground was too great a task for this small roofer colony. With limited food, they were unable to amass the numbers needed for an adequate defense. In the end, the larger swarm always comes out on top.
Well, that was slightly depressing and a slightly anticlimax. Look at them go. Wow. Oh, and this is the final assault because here comes the other queens. So we were close, but not close enough. I was tempted to kind of do this over if I got defeated. But I just wanted to show you like the chaos that can ensue. I will do this level again. I don't know if I'll make a video of it, but I will do it and win it. But I just wanted to show you how difficult it could be. Imagine playing this on hard. I mean, could you even imagine how difficult that would be? Any suggestions on how to actually achieve a victory on this would be appreciated. Because I clearly did something wrong. Usually I would go for highly upgraded ants, but maybe I should have defended on my doorstep. But yeah, mistakes happen. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. But until next time, as always, take care.